You can see the large mountains on the horizon now. Ahead of the spacecraft to the north of our track. The intensity of the sun's reflection in this area makes it difficult for us to distinguish the features we see on the surface, and I suppose even harder on the television. But as we approach the terminator and the shadows become longer, you'll see a marked change. There's a very dark crater in the filling material of this valley in front of us now. It's rather unusual in that it's sharply defined, yet it's dark all over its interior walls, whereas most new-looking craters are a very bright interior. Small impact crater in front of us now in a little mare, well defined, quite new, and another one approaching. The spacecraft is facing north from our track. We're going sideways to our left. You're now seeing the Sea of Crises coming over the horizon.
Guidance flight, how your uplinks going?
We're done. Flight just coming to you.
We believe the crater, the large dark crater between the spacecraft and the Sea of Crises, is Condorcet crater. Sea of Crises is amazingly smooth as far as the horizon, past this rather rough mountainous region in front of the spacecraft.
Capcom flight, we've through the uplink computer's his. Main thing I want to do is go back to block.
Apollo 8, we're through the computer if you go back to block, and it looks like we're getting a lot of reflection off your window now.
Econ flight, are you setting up for your
Regular
drone?
switch windows.
You still got some minutes yet.
Roger, flight, we're standing by.
Okay. You still go on your systems?
We're looking good, flight.
Flight retro.
Go.
Hey, on this thing about the slipping TIG ignition time.
How's that look now, Cam?
That's real fine.
Passed him any words at all, but you have
Not yet.
What are you going to pass him?
We're going to tell him that we don't want him to delay it past 20 seconds.
That's affirmative. That's right. Very good. I thought that's what we agreed to say.
Okay. Guidance flight is in block.
Affirmative, flight.
Thank you.
Apollo 8, can you tell us which window you're looking out? And there's a large crater that looks like it's sticking up in the upper right-hand corner of our picture. Do you identify that one?
Roger, we're just about to lose the lock here. That's why we're slowing up a little bit. We see the Sea of Crises in front of us now, and we're looking at the
flight. FAO flight, you got some words on which way to turn, or does he already know all that, you think?
I don't know.
Houston, how are you reading us now?
Loud and clear.
The crater you see on the horizon is the Sea of Christ. How are you reading us, Houston?
Loud and clear, Apollo 8, and we have a picture that's good.
Roger, we're getting a lot of static. The Sea of Crises is in front of us on the horizon, and the dark crater Picard can be seen in the middle. We're now approaching the moon's sunrise, or the spacecraft sunset. This is an area that the sun has just recently come up on the moon. See the Mari we're over now has a model look about it, but not very heavily cratered, so it must be relatively new. This is the Sea of Fertility, and we're coming up on a large crater, the Delta Rim variety. Has a strange circular cracks patterned around the middle of it. Crater that you're seeing now is about 30 or 40 miles across. How's your picture quality, Houston?
This is phenomenal.
There's an interesting rill directly in front of the spacecraft now. Running along the edge of a small mountain. Rather sinuous shape with right angle turns.
This area just to the west of the Sea of Crises is called the Martian Sleep. And to the west of that is the Sea of Tranquility.
Can you see the fracture patterns going across the Mari in front of us now, Houston?
Stay in flight.
It doesn't quite stand up.
Never mind, belay that.
Right, there's a series of cracks or faults across the middle of the Mari. They drop down in about 3 steps to the south. The parallel fault pattern to the north has a drop down in the center. I hope that all of you back on Earth can see what we mean when we say it's a rather foreboding horizon, a rather stark and unappetizing looking place. We're now going over, approaching one of our future landing sites, selected in this smooth region to called the Sea of Tranquility, smooth in order to make it easy for the initial landing attempts in order to preclude having to dodge mountains. Now you can see the long shadows of the lunar sunrise. We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day.
And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.